Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a consistent character with Stable Diffusion in ComfyUI. I'm going to put the resources links in the description below. You can download the workflow, you can follow the link to download the models and install the workflow and so on. First thing you need to do is to go to the link I provide in the description, and then it has a workflow link. On this page, it has the link for automatic 1111 and also ComfyUI. So what you need to do is to go to my website and then click on ComfyUI of this workflow and then download the workflow using this download button. So, and then save the workflow. After you have downloaded the workflow, go ahead and load the workflow in ComfyUI. So you can drag the workflow and then drop it to ComfyUI and then it will load. So after you load it, you would likely see some red boxes because you have some notes missing. So what you need to do is to first go to Manager and then go to Install Missing Custom Notes. And then if there are custom notes that are used in this workflow that is missing, so you will see a list of 2 to 3 custom notes here. So you will need to install them and then restart your ComfyUI. And then after that, you're good to go and restart. And then you should be able to see the workflow just like I do. And if you don't see this manager button, and then you will need to install ComfyUI Manager. So in my website, I have some instruction on how to install it. And if you'd like to have a video instructions to show you step by step how to install ComfyUI Manager, so feel free to let me know in the comment section. Okay, yeah, so after that, you would need to download several models. So in this tutorial, I'm going to use SDXL model. But what I find is that not all the SDXL model works for this workflow. So I recommend you to start with ProtoVision XL. It is a workflow that I have tested and I know that it works with this workflow. So I'm going to explain how this workflow works, and then after that, I'm going to show you how to use it. So this workflow first use a control net, candy control net, to fix the composition of the image. So what you need to do is to upload a composition image like this. So you would drop it to the control net preprocessor load image node like this. So it is uploaded, and then you can see that there's 3x3 grid of character at different viewing angle. So what ComfyUI and Stable Diffusion does is it will use ControlNet Candy to extract the outline of this workflow so that you will be able to copy the outline of this image. And then after that, we are going to use IP adapter. So to copy an image with a face. So I'm going to use this image. So I'm going to drag this image and then drop it to the IP adapter canvas. So we are going to use face ID plus V2. So this ID adapter is using inside face to extract the face on the image. So it will only copy the face and the hair, so it won't copy the rest of the image. So that is something that you need to pay attention to. And then after that, the workflow is pretty much good to go. So I will run it because it takes a while to run. And then in the process of running it, I'm going to explain what happens. So now the workflow is running. And what you will see is that after it runs, it's going to run through the face detailer node. So in ComfyUI, we don't have the A detailer node as in automatic 1111 that automatically fix faces, but it has something very similar. It's called face detailer. It's in the impact pack custom node. So you should have already installed it during the installation process when you install the missing nodes of this workflow. So what it does is it would detect the faces in the original image produced by Stable Diffusion, and then it would go through one by one. So you can see that the detected mask is here. So it accurately detects the position of 9 different faces. What it does is it perform automatic inpainting to automatically fix the faces. The reason you would need to do that is that because these faces are pretty small compared to the image. Because you have 9 faces in a single image of 1024 by 1024 pixels. So this is simply too small for the Stable Diffusion model to render it correctly. So as you can see, the eye is a little bit messed up, and then as the nose in the original image. But after you use Face Detailer to fix it, what it does is to just crop off one of the face and then inpaint it at a certain denoising strength, and then because it's a higher resolution, so it can render the face accurately. After that, it would resize, reduce the size, and then put it back to the image, and then it does that one by one. So you will see it doing the rendering 9 times here because there are 9 faces detected. Okay, so that is the gist of how you use the workflow. So to sum up, so you're going to select the model, load the checkpoint model, make sure if you're first time using this workflow, use the PhotoVision XL model like I did. And then after that, upload the ControlNet image and then also upload the IP adapter image. So you can use any IP adapter image you want, depending on what phase you want to transfer to the image. Okay, so next I want to show you how to customize it. So if you want to customize it, my advice is that you would want to change the prompt, and then, but before you do that, you can mute the face detailer. The reason is that this face detailer take a long time to run, and also it doesn't really change the global composition, such as the hair color or the background or the clothing and so on. So in ComfyUI, there's a trick that you can press Control M to mute any nodes. So go ahead and click on the face detail nodes and then press Control M. So the shortcut is the same on Windows or on Mac. So it's both Control M. So you don't need to press Command M in Mac. So, and then after that, you can change the prompt. So for example, I want to see the original hair color. I'm not going to use born in the prompt. So I remove it. And then after that, I press Q prompt. So let's see what happened. Yeah, so you can see that the hair color changes and then to something similar to your reference image. So that's the beauty of IP adapter. In IP adapter phase, so not just the image control the final image, but also the prompt. So essentially, you have two conditioning that are more or less independent and complementary to each other. You can both use an image to control your final image, and then you can also use a prompt to control a final image. So if you read the technical report, so these two mechanisms somehow independent. So they have trained separate cross-attention network in order to make this image conditioning work a lot better compared to previous attempts. So definitely you should take advantage of it, control the image with both and reference image, and also control the image with the prompt. So and then after that, you can go back and turn on the face detailer again. So press Ctrl M after you select the node. And then you can queue prompt. So one thing you may have noticed is that the K sampler didn't rerun. So that is a trick that I like to use in ComfyUI. You can also consider using it. Always use a fixed seed. That will save you some time in rendering. So what this fixed parameter does is that after you have generated an image, if this seed haven't changed, so this K-sample result basically the same, so it won't rerun again. Instead, ComfyUI would use a catch result so that it would going to save you some time. That only thing you need to do is to rerun the face detailer node. So as we have here. Yeah, so after running it 9 times automatically, you can see that now we have high resolution face that is being fixed compared to the one that in the original image. So you can go ahead and right click and save your image in your local storage. Yeah, so that's all I want to show you today. To sum up, this is workflow that you can create consistent character with ComfyUI. A lot of people ask for it in the previous common session in the same workflow, but in automatic 11.11. So I'm also going to put the link to that video in case you're interested in the workflow for automatic 11 and 11. So feel free to go to that video and follow the workflow. Yeah, so that's all I have today. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.